Okay, so good evening, my dear students. Now we are going to discuss a remaining part of sums on DNA. Yesterday we completed around six sums on DNA and the seventh one. So up to sixth one we discussed just basic sums only. Now here onwards complicated sums we are going to do. So what about the seventh one? Length of dsDNA is
Sir, 6 and completed, no, sir.
how many completed?
5, sir. 5 completed.
Okay. Length of dsDNA 340 angstroms and percentage of adenine please mute length please mute length of dsDNA is 340 angstroms and in the DNA percentage of adenine is 15. Now the question is what is the number of hydrogen bonds present in it? Okay, and note here hydrogen bonds, H bonds means hydrogen bonds between complementary base pairs only, complementary nucleotides only, H bond. So you have to calculate hydrogen bonds between complementary nucleotides only. Okay. Anybody?
Sir, 250, sir.
250 hydrogen bonds. Is it correct? Okay. So length of DNA 340 angstroms divided by length of one coil into 20. So total number of nucleotides 200 out of yeah, up to here you can calculate it. So total number of nucleotides 200 nucleotides. Okay, so out of 200 nucleotides, what about the percentage of adenine? Adenine percentage is given. So A percentage is 15. So definitely T also, thymine also 15. And remaining percentage, how much? 70 divided by guanine and cytosine.
35.
Yeah, 35. And what they are asking, total number of hydrogen bonds present between complementary nucleotides. So percentage of adenine 15 means, so here, hello, 2 into 15. How many adenine molecules? 30. And 2 into 15, 30. And 2 into 35, 70. Okay, so that is about adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine number. What they are asking, total number of hydrogen bonds present between AT and GC pairs, complementary nucleotides. So take A number. A number is 30. So 30 into 32. 30 into 2. How many hydrogen bonds between A and the T pairs? 60 hydrogen bonds. Okay, 30 into 2. And don't take a thymine again. Either adenine or guanine number, adenine or thymine number into number of hydrogen bonds possible between A and T. So A and T with 2 hydrogen bonds. So while calculating number of hydrogen bonds, take either A or T, A number or T number into concerned number of hydrogen bonds. So you will get total number of hydrogen bonds possible between A and T pairs present in the DNA molecule according to given percentage of adenine. So now guanine molecule or cytosine molecule number into 3 hydrogen bonds. 210 hydrogen bonds. Okay, right? And here total number of hydrogen bonds, how many? Swagat, how many?
27.
270, sir.
270. Any objection?
No, sir.
Okay, copy it.
Sir. Sir. Hello. Sir.
Yes.
Sir, ఇక్కడ 30 into 2 నుంచి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారు. ఇక్కడ 2 ఎందుకు వచ్చిందని?
Between A and T, how many hydrogen bonds?
Sir.
2, sir.
Between A and T, 30 hydrogen bonds. Hello? Hey, Baba, mute Jera Baba. Please mute. I will tell you, please mute it. So here 2 is nothing but 2 hydrogen bonds between A and T. How many hydrogen bonds? 1, 2. So A number into 2 or T number into 2. 2 hydrogen bonds. This is one pair or not one pair? AT is equal to 1 base pair. In that base pair, what about the number of hydrogen bonds present between concerned nucleotides? 2 only. So number of base pairs into 2 hydrogen bonds. In the case of GC, between G and C, this is one base pair. That base pair into how many hydrogen bonds in that pair between G and C? 3 hydrogen bonds. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Okay, copy it.
సార్ 270 ఎట్ అవుతుంది చెప్పు.
Okay. Right? Copy it. Now I am erasing the board. Okay, next one. Length of dsDNA is 680 angstroms. Okay, 680 angstroms. And here percentage of guanine 15%. Now, the question is, what is the number of N-glycosidic bonds? N-glycosidic bonds present in it. Anybody? What is the answer for this question? Length of dsDNA is 680 angstroms, and in which guanine percentage, if guanine percentage is 15%, what is the total number of N-glycosidic bonds present in that DNA molecule? So first of all, you should know what is N-glycosidic bond. Do you know N-glycosidic bond?
Yes, sir.
N-glycosidic bond is in between. I will give you basics for that one. What about N-glycosidic bond? Sugar molecule, deoxyribose or ribose sugar. So here first carbon atom, hydrogen bond, nitrogen atom at 9th or 3rd position. 9th nitrogen atom. Take 9th nitrogen atom. So here bond is a carbon, first carbon of sugar bond and nitrogen atom at 9th or 3rd position. So this bond is called as N-glycosidic bond. Okay, so what is the importance of N-glycosidic bond? N-glycosidic bond is required for the formation of nucleoside. What is nucleoside? So it is required for the formation of nucleoside. What is nucleoside? What is
Sugar
nucleoside?
plus
Yeah,
nitrogen
sugar.
base.
Yeah, sugar plus nitrogen base. Okay, right? So now what about the total number of N-glycosidic bonds present between sugar molecule and nitrogen base?
So maybe 800.
Yeah, only one is present. So number of N-glycosidic bonds present in a nucleoside is only one only. Okay, now come back to the question. Length of dsDNA 680 angstroms and percentage of adenine is 15. What is the number of N-glycosidic bonds? So how to answer this one? Simply equal to number of glycosidic nucleosides present in it or number of nucleotides present in it. So this is nucleoside. And what is nucleated? Phosphate, ester bond, sugar, N-glycosidic bond and nitrogen base. So in this nucleotide, what about the number of N-glycosidic bonds? Always N-glycosidic bond number is equal to total number of nucleosides present in that nucleic acid are equal to the number of nitrogen bases are equal to number of sugar molecules are equal to number of phosphates are finally equal to the number of nucleotides present in that DNA molecule. Okay, so simply calculate a number of nucleotides. So what about the length of DNA? 680 angstroms divided by length of one coil. How many coils possible?
20.
20 coils. So total number of coils, 20 coils. Per coil, how many nucleotides? 20.
20.
Yeah, nucleotides or nucleosides. So like that, how many nucleotides?
400.
400. Nucleotides or nucleosides. Okay, so answer is number of N-glycosidic bonds. $400. Any objection? Okay. Copy it. Any objection?
సార్ సార్
Yes.
ఈ కేసులో నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ హైడ్రోజన్ బాండ్స్ ఎన్ని వస్తాయి సార్?
ఈ question complete చేయరా బాబు. Okay. You want, what about the number of hydrogen bonds? Okay. Number of hydrogen bonds, H bonds. See what, first mute yourself, please. Please mute. Okay. Total number of nucleotides, how many? 400. Out of 400 nucleotides, what about the individual percentage of nucleotides? Given one guanine, given guanine 15%. Definitely according to Chargaff rule, cytosine 15%. Okay, next remaining percentage shared by A and T. 30 divided by 2. 70 divided by 2. 35. 35. The percentage of nucleotides. Okay. So how many hundreds here? Hello, please mute. Please mute. Hello. Per 115. So 4 into, directly take it. Per 115. 400 means 4 into 15. How many? 60 guanine molecules. Okay. So GC completed. And now calculate the A number. A 35. So 4 into 35. How many?
40.
140. Yeah, 140. So 140 is the individual number of so-called adenine molecules. Thymine also same, 1:1 ratio. Here, what about guanine molecule? 60. Cytosine also 6. So same number here. Out of guanine and out of GC and AT pairs, we have to calculate what about the number of hydrogen bonds. Take any GRC number. What about guanine number? So here total number of GC pairs are take like this. Total number of GC pairs, how many? 60 pairs. 60 into 3. 180 hydrogen bonds. Next, take 80 pairs. How many 80 pairs are present? 30, sorry. 140, yeah, 140 pairs into 2. How many?
80.
80 hydrogen bonds. Total together,
460.
how many? Yeah, 460.
460.
460 hydrogen bonds. Wait 1 minute. Okay, clear? Still any objection?
Yes, sir.
Copy it. Which one is best visible, previous board or this board? Swagat?
Sir, this only, sir.
This one, Subhab. Okay.
Sir, your voice is not audible.
Okay, okay. Next question will be on ester bonds. Glycosidic bonds completed, hydrogen bonds completed. Are you able to calculate hydrogen bonds? Still any doubt how to calculate hydrogen bonds? In the
No,
first
sir.
NEET examination, they asked length of the DNA. For you people, they may ask what about the length of DNA? Not only like that, number of nucleotides, number of hydrogen bonds, and glycosidic bonds. Already they initiated some in the case of a DNA molecule. In the first NEET examination that was held on September, I think 14th or 13th.
14th, sir.
Okay. Okay, length of DNA visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, length of DNA is here. I'm giving same lengths only. Okay, so length of DNA is 340 angstroms. Here, question is percentage of thymine. Thymine is, for example, okay, 15%, no problem, 15%. And question is, what about the number of ester bonds? Ester bonds present in the DNA molecule. Okay, so length of DNA is 340 angstroms, percentage of thymine 15. And what is the number? We have to calculate what is the number of ester bonds present in that DNA molecule. Anybody? And before that one, I will give you the fundamental part of DNA from which you can calculate a number of ester bonds. So for example, this is some part of DNA. Okay. So sugar molecule. Here I'm taking certain number only, not all. 4 sugar molecules. only 4 are present, for example, like that. So here third carbon atom, free OH group. Remember this one. Next question will be on this concept. Listen carefully. Okay. So phosphate, here one ester bond, one ester bond. These two collectively called as a phosphodiester bond. Next. And the next one. And next one, fifth carbon atom. So in this strand, whatever the number of nucleotides, see, 1, 2, 3, and glycosidic bond also, no problem. Glycosidic bond. Adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine. So towards one side. Okay, right? And continue it. Complementary, C, A, G. Okay, glycosidic bond, N-glycosidic bond, N-glycosidic bond, N-glycosidic bond. Okay, and the sugar molecule, sugar molecule, sugar molecule. This is the next strand, right? So third carbon atom 3 OH. Here third carbon atom 1 OH group is free. Here phosphate molecule, third carbon atom ester bond. Fifth carbon atom, sorry, fifth carbon atom. Okay, 5, 3. Okay, next, last one, fifth end. So the thing is, in this stretch of DNA, for example, this is the length of the DNA, consider like that. So this phosphate with how many ester bonds? 2. Phosphodiester bond 1. As they are coming from same phosphate, collectively called as phosphodiester bond. So like that, see, 1, 2, 3. 3 into 2. Total number of ester bonds here, 6. 6 plus 1. Always, yeah, always towards fifth end, the phosphate is with a single ester bond only. Of course, that phosphate is able to form diester bond. Its capacity is 2 ester bonds in DNA and RNA. Towards fifth end, always that phosphate is with 1 ester bond only. And exactly here also, towards fifth end, that phosphate with a single ester bond, except these 2 phosphates, remaining all are with 2 ester bonds, phosphodiester bond. Okay, is it clear? So whatever the number of phosphates, some number of phosphates, number of phosphate molecules into 2 minus 2, you will get a total number of ester bonds, total number of ester bonds, whatever the number of diester bonds, we'll see it later. The given question is a total number of ester bonds. Okay, is it clear? Now go back to the question. Length of DNA is 340 angstroms. So here you have to calculate just what about the number of nucleotides. Don't think about a percentage. To confuse you, they will give you like that. What about the percentage of this? Irrespective of percentage of that one, always. What about the total number of phosphodiester bonds? All phosphates are having 2 ester bonds except 2 phosphates, one at each end, fifth end. Here one, except these 2 remaining all are with 2 ester bonds. So here negligible key deciding factor. Don't consider this one. Just to confuse you, they ask like that. Avoid it. And don't focus on that percentage. If you focus on that percentage, definitely you are going to commit a mistake. Okay? Is it clear? Right? So this basic knowledge is required to answer. That is very simplest question. If you know this one, otherwise you can't get the answer. Okay? Now, according to 340. So 340 divided by 34 into 20. How many? 200 nucleotides or not? How many nucleotides? How many? Yeah, 200 nucleotides. So 200 nucleotides, what is that? You take 200 nucleotides. Out of 200 nucleotides, Phosphates, how many? How many phosphates? Same number.
200.
In 200. In each nucleotide, the ratio between phosphate molecule, sugar molecule, nitrogen base is 1:1:1. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
So number of phosphate molecules 200, and the number of sugar molecules also same. Number of nitrogen base also same. Take a phosphate molecules. How many? Number of phosphate molecules 200 into 2 minus 2. Okay, so here total number of phosphates. So n into 2 minus 2 is the formula to calculate number of ester bonds. So total number of inorganic phosphates 2 out of total number of inorganic phosphates 200. Out of 200, according to this flow chart, how many phosphates are with single ester bond? 2 only. Each one is able to produce how many ester bonds? 2. But at third, fifth end and fifth end, here 2 possible, but how many appeared here? 1 only. So minus 1, minus 1. So take a minus 2. Okay. What is the answer? Now you can calculate it. How many? 390?
398.
Yeah, 398. 398. Okay. Take down. Copy it. Okay. Now I'm erasing the board. Clear? Any objection? Any question?
Yes.
Okay. Next one. Length of DNA, double strand DNA, dsDNA. Please mute. Please mute. Okay, wait. Not this one. Wait. In a dsDNA, in a dsDNA, 68 base pairs are present. 68 base pair, BP is base pairs. Base pairs are present. Okay. In a dsDNA, 68 base pairs are present. Total number of BP base pairs. The question is, what is the angle of incomplete coil? What is the angle of incomplete coil? Swagat. Have you got the question?
So maybe 288 degrees.
288. Are you sure? Sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So total number of base pairs 68. What they're asking, what is the angle of incomplete coil? Complete coil is 360 degrees. Incomplete coil. So how to answer that one? So for example, this is one coil. Here 20 base pairs. 20 base pairs completed. Next coil. Here 20 base pairs. Like that, how many possible? 20 base pairs. So complete. So this one 360 degrees, 360, 360. So all these are complete coils. 3 are the complete coils. What they're asking, what about the angle of incomplete coil? So 20, 20, 20, 60 base pairs complete. Remaining is 8 base pairs. 8 pairs means 8 nucleotides. Here 8, here 8. So 8 into 36 degrees. Have you got the same answer? Swagat?
Yes, sir.
How much?
288.
3?
288.
Yeah, 288. Yes, 288.
Sir,
That is the answer.
so one coil consists of only 10 base pairs, right?
Yeah, 10 base pairs.
So you have given here
Wait.
6 complete coils.
Yeah, 10. Wait. 10 base pairs. Continue it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 complete coils. 5 complete coils.
6, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 complete coils. 6 possible. 6 complete coils. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. So 6 are the complete coils. And last one is incomplete coil. So 8 into 36. Okay. Right. Any objection? Rest of the students. Okay, now I am erasing the board. Last question.
So wait, sir.
Last question is homework for you. Length of DS DNA, mute please, is 680 angstroms. Okay, percentage of guanine, 15. Question is, what is the number of free OH groups? Free OH groups of sugar only. Sugar molecules. Free OH groups of sugar molecules present in that DNA molecule. Anybody? This is homework. Do it at home. Swagat, what is the answer? Swagat.
So
Are you able to
400.
answer it? No, Swagat, it is wrong.
Okay, sir, I will try.
Try. I think for this one, calculation is not required. You can answer directly if you know the basic concept. Okay, how many attended today? How many students are there? Swagat?
18, sir. With you, only 17 then.
Okay, we will meet tomorrow. Today enough. Okay, so almost DNA sums. ఏంటమ్మా?
సరే కాయిల్స్
40
అర్థం
answer.
కాలేదు సార్.
Sir, 40 answer.
40. No, wrong.
సార్
Less than 10. We will see tomorrow. Try. Bye. See you.
Bye,
We will
sir.
see tomorrow.
100.
సార్
Less than 10. Less than 10 is the answer. Or one more word. Less than 5 is the answer. Try.
4,
We'll
sir.
see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow.
Sir,
We'll see tomorrow. Bye. See you. Bye.
0.2.